Looking at old maps is fascinating because you can see how much the world has changed over time. Analyzing these changes is not just great for history and geography, but also economics and even literature classes, where you can use historical maps to get a better understanding of older texts. In this video, I will show you 5 ways how you can bring historical maps into your classroom. The first one that comes to mind is probably Google image search. So if we want to find a historical map of Paris, for example, I type in the search term and it brings up a lot of maps that I can look at right now. Then I can filter the results by clicking on tools, and I can change the size that I want, for example, only large maps. Then I have a couple of options here on top as well. For example, I can go to medieval maps. You get the idea. You've probably used Google image search before, so I don't have to explain how that works. Option number 2 is Google Arts and Culture. That's artsandculture.google.com. You can use the search function to search for what you're looking for. Like in this case, I'm looking for maps. It's not always easy to find what you're looking for, though. It's a little bit hidden. For example, here I would have to click on map and then scroll down. There are stories first, and then there are actual maps, which I then can organize by time. So it's not always easy to find what you're looking for, but once you find what you're looking for, then those maps are usually available in very high resolution, which is why I'm suggesting this to you. So if we take a look at the timeline, we can move the timeline. Let's say we go back in time, 1620, yeah, even back all the way back to 500 BCE. That's the rock down here. That's a map of the world. That's very ancient. Let's have a look at this one, a map of Jerusalem. So we click on that one, and then we can enlarge it. Now you can see, you can read the zoom factor. That's pretty high resolution. It's really sharp. That's why I like Google Arts and Culture. Option 3 is Google Earth in your web browser. That's earth.google.com. And we're going to use the Voyager function, which is on the left-hand side when you click on that steering wheel. Then we click on Layers, and we scroll all the way down to historical maps from around the world. And when you click on this collection and you click on the Explore button, then you can see for which places historical map data is available. So go to Paris as our example. This one is a map of Paris from 1739, and there's another one from 1716 or 1834. So let's click on this one, and then it will put the map on top of Google Earth. And you can see that this is a really high resolution map too. Just takes a little bit to load, but it's extremely high resolution. You can also go to the table of contents here in the bottom right-hand corner and then browse all the maps, which when you click on one, for example, North America, 1733, will bring you to that place. So this is a rather large map. Let's see. Again, the resolution is really high. Option number 4 is Google Earth Pro for your desktop, which you have to download and install, but it's a free program. And the way you access historical data is by clicking on this icon on top, which says Show Historical Imagery, and then it will open a slider. So in this case, you can go all the way back to 1943 or December 1943, and then have a look at this historical map. Option number 5 is Google Earth Timelapse, and you can access that at earthengine.google.com/timelapse. It says that it's a global, zoomable video that lets you see how the Earth has changed over the past 35 years. So to demonstrate this, I'll zoom into Dubai because I know that has changed quite a bit. And this is now historical imagery from 1984. I could click on individual years, or I can just skip to 2018 and see how it grew. Or I could click the play button and see how the coastline of Dubai and how the city has changed over time. Then I can change the speed over here. I can still zoom in while it's playing. I can zoom out So it's a really neat tool, not just to look at urbanization, but also deforestation, or how global warming affected the Earth. You can see how rivers meander and so on. So it's a really neat tool with that loop function to see how the Earth has changed over time. And now it's your turn to explore. Thank you for watching.